All right, and what's up everybody? We are in Cottonwood Heights, Utah, Old Mill Golf Course. This is a really pretty golf course on the side of the Wasatch Mountains, right on the east bench here. I've been playing here for years. It's one of the tougher courses in Salt Lake. That being said, it's a nice course, good conditions. The greens usually roll pretty true. Today I'm gonna try to shoot as low as I can from the blue tees, but I'm gonna try to play smart golf. What that means is I'm gonna play shots that I know. I'm gonna try to get on in regulation, hit the fairways, and I want to make sure that I try to avoid 30 to 50 yards. That is my least favorite yardage, so just try to get it in the fairway. That's all that I care about right now. I think we ended up right in the middle of the fairway. The wind was going left to right, so I aimed a little left and the wind took it to the right. I haven't played the back nine here since high school, so it's probably been 15 years since played the back nine here. We're right in the middle of the fairway. It's beautiful. But yeah, kind of the goal today is, again, to play smart, play shots that I know. Like, honestly, play kind of boring. Like, don't play shots that I am super uncomfortable with. Don't try to like save the day with an amazing shot. I don't hit that far, so I'm not gonna try to swing fast. This type of shot, 150, 160 yards. There's bunkers left and right. There's water on the right. There's not really like the safest option here, but just gotta kind of go for it, be confident in my stroke, and I think I'm not quite at the pin, but I'm probably 20 feet uphill, breaking a tad left to right. Not trying to make this again, not trying to like save the day with any shots, just trying to get it close. Par ski, simple standard par. Two putt, tee shot right in the middle of the fairway, on and two putt for par. All right, we have another par four, 360 yards, two lakes, but plenty of room in between the lakes. It's once we get to the actual green that we gotta be pretty careful. So that approach shot, just have to think a little bit more. Okay, so this one, again, you kind of see the fairway, it funnels a little bit, so that gives us a lot of forgiveness, but we've got pretty wide open. Just got to get a nice tee shot in the middle. Didn't get much on that, but luckily it's still kind of right center of the fairway. So this is, I left myself a really tough shot. I had a terrible drive. The green is surrounded by water except on the right side. So, I mean, depending how confident you are going up and down, you can avoid the water. I've got about a 160 carry to get over the water. Hit a good shot. We actually landed on the green and it rolled just to the edge of the green. So carried the water. Yeah, I mean, that is actually really hard. The pin's at the very front of the green carrying that water. So it was a smart play to club up 2 clubs, or else I could have gone right. But on a par 4, like, I don't have that much confidence going up and down. So, you know, sitting just barely in the rough. Okay, hopefully the wind isn't too bad. I actually have a really far putt. It's pretty downhill, but I'm sitting in the fringe, so I am gonna putt it, and I just gotta try to knock it close. But these kind of putts, they're just all about speed control. So what I've learned is it's smart to take an extra second, worry about your speed. Okay, I'm just coming up short there. Shoot. 3 putt, bogeyed, number 10. Yeah, these types of holes are hard because I had 60, 70 foot putt downhill water if I were to hit the putt way too long, which it's so easy to over putt that. So I ended up under putting it, misreading my par shot, and I ended up with bogey. But it's okay, we've got plenty of golf left. Yeah, we've got 106 yards to the pin. So we've got water, got to carry the water. Got tons of room on the left, but you also have to carry it to the left. So the only option is really just to try to aim straight, kind of going into the wind a little bit, but just gonna hit a nice little 56. Hopefully he gets there. Pulled it really bad. Pulled it really bad. Left side of the green, 50 feet. Okay, we got kind of a long putt, kind of a double, there's like triple tier almost thing going on. It's gonna break quite a bit, so I'm just gonna try to get it up there. Another short. All right, saved par. 7-8 foot putt there at the end. Didn't want to be that far, but we're good. Okay, we are +1 after 3 holes. We've got 6 left. Number 10 was pretty hard, but I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic. All right, hole number 12, I believe. Hole number 4. Wait, 10, 11, 12. Hole number 13, hole number 4. We've got a par 5, dog legs to the right. My favorite kind of par 5. We just have water on the left, so I'm gonna make sure to just hit kind of a cut, and I can try to step on this one a little because there's so much room to the right. So I know I'm playing smart shots, but if I can try to gain some distance here, that will make this hole a lot easier for me. Well, that drive went dead straight, a little high. We might be in the right rough, but maybe in the fairway. Can't tell how far it went. So I have to aim just to the right of that building. Okay. Okay, I actually saw it bounce. It did come off way more left and twice as high as this club usually would go, but just because I was leaning back, I'm actually glad I hit the 5 wood because it probably gained some distance. Let's go. Okay, I actually love taking extra time and thinking about your shot because we are right in the middle of the fairway, and it looks like we've got about 70 yards to the pin, which, like I said, if I'm not 30 to 50 yards, I'm very happy. So I have pretty good confidence we could get a birdie here. All right, I'm just a little short. I'm probably 20 to 25 feet. Maybe a birdie, maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, all right, we've got about 20 feet. Uphill putt, can't tell what it's doing too much. I think it's breaking kind of towards the valley, going north a little bit, so take that into account. It didn't break at all. Yeah, just brushed about a foot past the hole. Didn't break, but that's okay, I'll take a par. All right, par 3, we've got 162. We've got a bunker, like, looks like it's maybe 5 yards behind, in front of the pin, and we're going into the wind. Wind's picking up, so it's probably pretty fast above us. So I'm clubbing up to hit basically like a 170, almost 175 shot with my 7-iron. But I'm gonna try to kind of shape it like a little cut, just because I'd rather be right and short than left and short, and it might go long. So that's doing my best to kind of eliminate the big hazard, which is that bunker. Okay, I feel really good. I mean, I've had a number of birdie putts, missed all of them, but that's kind of what you want with like easy, boring, good golf. You're hitting it straight, you're hitting green in regulation, you're not making it too dramatic, so it's probably not that exciting of a video, but I'd rather do that and play good golf, you know? Okay, we've probably got like another 25 to 30 footer. This one's uphill. Again, today kind of seems like it's all about speed control, and that's it. Let's see what we can do. And that is another par. Alrighty, we're 1 over after, I think this is 5 holes. So we've got hole number 15, and this is a par 5. It's like kind of triggering because I think last time I played it was 15 years ago. And I don't think I've ever shot better than a double bogey on this hole. It's a par 5 uphill. You got to get a really good drive in the middle of the fairway, and then it dog legs to the right really abruptly. So I think the most important shot here is the tee shot. So I'm gonna hit a shot I know, not swing fast, play smart. Okay, that was perfect. We had a nice cut right in the middle of the fairway. There should be an opening to that when it opens up, right in the middle. I am feeling really weak this like lately. My body's feeling really weak, so my swing's so much slower. Just not hitting far. And that'll happen, you know, when you're playing smart golf, you just have to be aware of your distances. One day you're gonna be feeling a lot more tired and you're gonna have to club up on everything, and it's okay if it hits your ego a little bit, just, you gotta be aware, you know? Okay, so now this is where the smart golf starts to get a little tricky. There is a creek, it gets super narrow up there, and you gotta carry about 160 to get over the creek. However, if you decide to play conservative, I would need to hit like a 100-yard shot, and then I'd have 150 yards. So really, it just depends how confident you are. I feel very confident I can get it over and still stay fairly straight. So 160 yards, yeah, I'm gonna just hit like a nice 6-iron or something like that. But this is why the tee shot's the most important shot, because if you're hitting it in the rough, you do not have a chance and you have to play conservatively there. Get over that creek, that's all I can think about. Okay guys, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. I'm new to kind of the YouTube golf scene, but I really want to keep making videos. I think it's super fun, and I love golfing, but let me know what you want to watch. You know, I'm like just new at this and I'm all ears, but I appreciate you watching this far. All right, it is 52 yards to the pin, but like, I would rather be 52 yards than 152 yards. You know what I'm saying? So par 5, try to get it close, maybe bird, maybe bird. I think I overdid that a lot, but I think we're on the green. I think we have a putt, another birdie putt. Tough putt, swinging towards the valley, and it's downhill, so you gotta respect it. The slower your speed, the more it's gonna break, so I'm gonna give it plenty of break and just kind of let it drip down. Those are the worst. Just squeaked by for the bird and ended with a par. But hey, I'll take that. That's a tough par 5, and I've never parred this hole before in my life, so that's a win. All right, so hole 16, we've got a par 4. It doglegs right, and it is narrow. Like, you can't see the hole. The group in front has to ring a bell, so I know when I can hit when they're off the green. It's only 230 to the front from the blues, but you know, that's like very, I would say most people would probably go for it, but you can hit about 170 to where it's still open up, and you can see your ball, and then you have about a 80-yard shot in. I'm playing smart golf. I'm not gonna go for it. I want to, very tempted, but I'm not going to. The goal here, again, green in regulation. I actually think my odds of getting green in regulation is a lot higher if I don't go for it. Okay, I think it rolled out to the middle of the fairway. Just need a simple little 7-iron in. Now we have a good approach shot. Let's go! Back 9 here is so much more difficult than the front 9. We have a lot of these closed off holes. You have to know how to hit straight on the back 9, not gonna lie. Less forgiving. For some reason though, the #1 handicap hole is on the front 9, which I totally disagree with. This is in every way my not very ideal shot. I'm playing safe, so I'm happy because I ended up perfectly in the center of the fairway. But I've got 50 yards on the dot. Make sure to take care of your courses, guys. Very, very important. Another birdie putt. You know, this is how you want to play golf. You just want to have a nice 10, 20-foot putt for bird. If I could make 1 out of 1,000 of them, that'd be fine. But let's try to make one. A little too much sauce. We've got some room. Got a little bit left. Another par. All right, we're still sitting at 1 over. Many pars so far and a bogey. Got 2 left. Get a birdie. Let's get a birdie and shoot par. That'd be awesome. Still playing pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, we're on hole 17. We've got 350 yards to the pin. This is a blind shot, but I know for a fact that if you're 220 to 260, you're pretty solid. Problem is you can't see where you're hitting, and the fairway is fairly narrow. So I'm gonna just try to hit a nice and easy, safe, kind of conservative drive. That ended up perfect, but I was 5 feet from just smacking that tree just right in the middle of nowhere. So it had a nice kind of like a low cut. I think it ended up in the middle though. Okay, Okay, we've got 94 yards. I drove about 260 and pretty standard shot. I'm just off into the rough, but I've got a 56. Just gonna really just hit a standard 56. That should go maybe 100 yards or so, but we're shooting a little uphill, so. All right, that was a great shot. I think we're about 10 feet maybe. You've got an actual chance to shoot par here. All right, I thought it was 10 feet. We're actually about we're about 5 feet, 6 feet, 6, 7 feet. All right, let's see. All right, when you've got under 10 feet for bird, you gotta really just take your time. Don't overthink it, hit your line. Look how much that broke. It's breaking just straight. Everything's kind of breaking towards the valley and north, so it's all right. Another par. That one kind of stings. Out of the 4 or 5 whatever birdie attempts, that one probably should have gone in. But you know, when you haven't played a course for over a decade, you know, I have a little bit of patience with my game because of that. So I'm happy. You know, still sitting at 1 over. We've got 1 left. 1 more birdie chance to shoot par. Okay, hole 18 on our last hole. This is at the point of kind of the day when you're getting really tired. You just want to hit your shot and get it over with, you know. But I'm staying smart, staying in control. Par 4, dead straight. It's uphill, and we've got like a 180 carry over a ravine. So again, just shoot a nice conservative drive. My drives have ended up pretty straight today. Okay, that went left, didn't cut at all. I think we'll be able to find it somewhere in the rough, but we made this hole a little bit harder. Okay, we've got 105 yards. Ball's just kind of in this deeper rough, but still it's fairly dry. We're in Utah. The roughs here in general are pretty forgiving and pretty dry and kind of just spread out, so it's not too bad. Only thing with this shot is that bunker. Just gotta try to carry that thing. That's pretty much it. I actually didn't see that land. I think it's just on the left side of the green. It might have rolled off the green on the left side. It's okay, let's finish this off. Okay, yeah, we landed just off the left side and then we just kind of rolled out into the fringe. I have to make this, but this is pretty intense. The ball is like going straight uphill, breaking to the right, left to right. But again, everything's breaking towards the valley that way. But again, just hoping for the best. Got to get it close. A lot of uphill putts today. Okay, another par. We ended the round at 1 over. 8 freaking pars and 1 bogey. What an awesome round. When you don't play a course for that long and you shoot that well, I'm like a 4 handicap, so I am super happy with how I played today. It's crazy because I just slowed down a lot more. I played responsibly. I didn't go for any of the greens that I could have reached, and I just played a lot more consistent, a lot more pars, played the shots I knew, and tried to stay out of the distances that I didn't like. So again, really stoked, very happy. If you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you do want to watch more, I hope to be making more of these golf vlogs out here in Utah and anywhere else you want me to golf. All right, see you next time.